What up, gang? CCDG and Dynamic Discs are bringing you some more disc golf action. As always, Dynamic Discs is sponsoring a Dymax giveaway, so make sure to like and comment on YouTube for a chance to win. In Central Coast Disc Golf news, I opened up a Patreon account, so if you want to give back, that would be awesome to help us cover more tourneys and whatnot. If you can't, no worries. I'll leave you a link below. But anyway, let's watch some disc golf. Alright guys, Ian and Garrett here from Central Coast Disc Golf, bringing a little more commentary on 2014 Masters Cup Round 3 Part Ducks.
The final half.
Should be awesome, man.
The showdown.
Yeah, the super exciting finish of this crazy tournament day-lock.
Oh.
Just some amazing, amazing golf these guys are playing. Cannot wait to watch it.
Yeah.
So Paul has a one-stroke lead over Simon and Ricky, and Tim Skellinger's 3 strokes back of that, still hanging around. And the chase card was actually doing some work too.
Yep. I remember watching the live scoring, seeing Rico and Max and who else was back there?
Shasta,
right here.
Yeah. Johnny McRae.
Yep.
There it was right there. Did you see Murder Mike spotting?
I did. Was it just now?
Yeah.
Ooh, Simon with the stop.
Okay, he's like, am I up next? Mid-throw. They're like, yeah. He's like, oh, okay. I'll throw again.
I'll just crush that then.
Yeah. And he unfortunately hits a tree. So I forgot to mention, we're on hole 13, I-5. Huge dog leg left, 550 feet. It's impossible.
We got sidetracked by Murder Mike sightings. And
I'll cut the shenanigans. But Ricky actually 2'd this on Friday, which is the first
Did he really?
birdie ever on film.
Wow.
I'm calling it. Unless somebody has video proof of otherwise.
Prove it.
Yep. Rick got high 2 and got kicked down. The perfect shot is that hyzer that skips just under those trees and keeps going left.
For another 100 something feet.
Exactly. Tim pumps it out there pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe just a hair wide. He got under the trees, skipped over.
Nice skip.
Yeah, it skipped down a little farther left than I think they wanted. You kind of want to stay. If you stay up, you have a better alley into the basket through all the trees and the roots and the low ceiling.
Sniper branches.
Yeah. So this looks pretty good. Good ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge ball. So Dylan, you got my way, dude.
Paul's gonna be pissed.
I gave him a shout out in the first video, and he gets in my way on this one, man.
It's your last shout out you're gonna receive.
So Simon hit a tree on his up, and this is Ricky's up shot, throwing a forehand in there, really nice. He's gonna have a putt for par. This is Simon's 3rd shot. Basket is pretty much that way. You can see it right there, and Simon cuts a little short in his up shot again.
Seems like a tough 3.
Oh my! It's an impossible 3. I thought it was an actual impossible 2, but Ricky proved me wrong. Oh, Tim's gonna still have a putt for par though.
Yeah, 25, 30 out.
So you can see where Paul is throwing from. That's the perfect spot to be. Gives you that nice alley towards the basket, and he lays it up beautifully. And so Simon has this to save a bogey. Oh my goodness!
Is it stuck on his finger or something weird?
That was not Simon.
No.
Was that his caddy throwing instead?
Switch discs on.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tim with a nice putt.
Yeah, really nice par save from Tim. And here's Rick to save his par. Should be no problem for the Wysocki.
Yep.
Gets it in there. And Simon's coming back for a 5 here. There's Ben Baker filming for us right there.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Rocking the CCDG shirt, waving high.
Nice.
Paul tapping in his par after a beautiful upshot. And Simon with the unfortunate double on that one. Really hurt.
I feel like he can bounce back though.
Oh, he definitely can. He can throw some shots that other people can't. And that's going to bring us to hole 14. See this played a lot of ways. Backhand up the middle, forehand up the middle, forehand over the top, backhand over the top. Backhand over the top is tough because you're probably not going to get there. It's just so far.
Seems like a safer shot though.
It is, yeah. It's going to get you in the fairway, but you're probably not going to get there. Friday, Rick was throwing this forehand up the middle. Ooh. That's that risk reward on that up the middle shot.
Yep.
It'll get you there, but those early trees are just killer.
And you can get a nasty kick off him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tim with the safe tree. At least you got
safe kicks.
Past them. Yeah. Yeah, you can kick down. There's a cliff just to the left here. So Paul shows him how to throw up the middle.
Nice.
And that gets down there, but there's so many trees down by the basket that he hit one. Simon throwing this huge hyzer line.
Did he get over it?
And remember I was like, yeah, you can't get there with the hyzer line?
Simon just did.
Let me just say that, unless you're Simon Zod. Because, oh my god. Huge throw. Rick throws this forehand weaves down there pretty solid. Is going to give him a decent attempt for a par. Wow, really impressive.
Just giving yourself a chance from that far away
on this hole, super tough. So many trees by the basket, and
that's all you can do.
So Tim, you can see Tim's this right there to the left of Paul. He did hit one on his up. Oh. Yeah. So that's where Paul finished. That's where he was laying up for a par, and Tim has this for a par. Yeah. Button bug. Let's see if Rick can say par. Bang bang.
Cash right there.
God. Rick will bang some putts, man.
And who knows how many trees he had to weave around or what he had to do to make that happen.
Check out the gallery here. Pretty solid crew. It kept growing throughout the day.
I bet.
Yeah. And so Simon, this is where Simon finished past the basket, dude. Coming back for a birdie.
Yeah! Getting rid of that double.
Right? Coming back from that, no problem. Love to see that. Wow. Love about Simon. He doesn't really get down on himself. You know, he's like, just throw the next shot, awesome, and he stays positive. It's really cool. Solid mental game, man.
It's inspiring.
Really, all these guys I can say that about.
Yep.
I guess that's probably why they're at the top of the card.
Exactly.
Can't let your emotions, leaderboard.
Yeah, can't let your emotions get the worst of you.
Exactly. So Tim with the unfortunate bug there. Simon with a ridiculous birdie. God, that guy's crazy. And we're on hole 15, on the card, right? 339, dogleg right, and then you kind of want to have it flex out at the very end. And it's so tough because you're throwing the backhand, you got to throw over trees and then have it drop under trees for your flex.
Oh, wow.
Which is just super tough. Simon looks like he almost hit the line.
Listening for trees?
Yeah, I think he might have hit a tree. Oh. Yeah. So Rick's taking a tomahawk, it looks like, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this shot before.
Wow.
That's kind of working. The basket's just off to the right there. It's circle's edge.
Yeah, safe shot, too.
Yeah, that's really true. You're not going to fade out into the abyss.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh. Turn.
Drop, sit.
Oh.
Something.
Hit a tree. And get daylight.
No.
When I walked up to his disc, I was like, how did his disc get there? I was like, what's it doing over here? I thought it was like 100 feet that way.
That's looking good.
Yeah, really nice throw from Tim. Comes up just a hair short, but he's got a birdie putt. So this is where Paul ended up rolling to, halfway back down the fairway. Oh, there's Jennifer Allen.
Oh.
Paul's a special lady friend.
Nice.
/ caddy / personal masseuse. They watch the show, dude. How cool is that? She's super nice, man.
Who doesn't watch the show, Ian?
Right?
Honestly.
They better be watching the show.
Simon.
Oh, Simon almost gets that bird. Yeah, Ricky has this for birdie. It's amazing.
Over that?
Yeah, I've seen so many putts over that branch over the years. People just end up there because you hit that tree and you just left with an interesting putt. You almost made it though. And Tim has this for birdie. Looks like he's just
a solid look.
Yeah, just outside the circle. Ooh. A little bit right there.
Case of stone hands.
Yep.
Happens.
Ooh, Simon gets a little high, but does make that par.
Nice.
Tim was gonna putt, but then he's like, oh Paul,
not me.
You got that.
Paul, no problem?
Yep, no worries there. Tim coming to tap in his, and Ricky, I imagine, is probably going to do the same.
Yep.
He's got pretty long arms. He could probably just drop him in there. Yep, pretty tight card, Garrett.
Coming down to the wire.
Yeah, Rick just back by 1, Simon back by 2 on a hole 16. And this one's pretty far, 435. Basket's tucked on the right-hand side of the fairway in those big trees, and there's a cliff a little bit past the basket to the right.
It's fairly wide open for the course, though.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of different shots. The most popular is kind of just like a slight ante with a really late flex towards the basket, right at it, which is I think what Simon's throwing.
A little low.
Yeah, there was actually a little bit of headwind, and I think that might have knocked down the ante. Yeah. So Ricky is throwing the forehand. He threw the Heiser flip on Friday, and then Ben was giving him crap for not throwing the forehand after the round. And look what he busts out right here.
Fine. Fine, I'll do it.
Ricky, I'm sure, or Ben, I'm sure Ricky was dedicating that one to you, buddy. Paul throwing that ante line at it, and I think he's getting winded too. Yep. Just dropping out of the sky. And so Tim went back to his bag after watching that shot, and I think he stabled up. Because
maybe one disc too stable.
Yeah. Or maybe the wind died or something, right? But he did skip through the screen, which is kind of fortuitous. And this is Paul's second shot. He's just laying up. Nice up, though. It's dangerous to run.
Yep.
Woo! Tim gets pretty close. Simon gets... They're throwing their, like, up shots within, like, a second of each other. Yeah.
No thought.
Yeah.
Routine.
Yeah, but Ricky has this for birdie, and this is a bit of a death putt if he's running it.
Oh.
Damn.
Not running. Making
that thing. Huge putt, Rick.
Making a charge on Paul.
Yes, they're tied.
Yep, with that, that's huge.
So cool. These guys are battling it out.
Yep. And it's amazing the shots that they run because they know they're at least going to hit metal. They're at least...
That's really true.
You know, going to stop next to it.
They're not going to airball it most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
90% of the time, right?
Tied it up.
Wow. Ricky is doing work on the final round and 4 strokes on Paul.
God.
Can't say that very often in a final round. But that's going to bring us to hole 17, the lady / gravity. And it's called gravity because
downhill.
Your disc will roll out a lot. It's short, but it's tricky. It is. The shot is not to throw a hyzer at the basket. It's to throw a hyzer to the left of that V tree and have it kind of just filter down into the basket.
Gotcha. Get that reverse skip when you're throwing into a bank like that.
Exactly, Garrett. Oh, Rick got a little kick, but he did stay up kind of where he landed, so he's going to have a birdie putt. Oh, Simon hit a high branch. And he's like, that's the second time I did that. I was like, no way.
Don't you learn?
But apparently it was. Yeah. Ooh, Paul had a little wide, caught that tree, and oh, bye-bye.
Oh, no.
Oh, bye-bye.
That's not what you want.
No.
Not with Ricky on your heels.
Not so much. Tim Skillinger throwing the hyzer flip. And that one just kind of kept going. And then it started rolling.
It kept going some more.
That's going to be a tough putt. So Simon kicked off short left. He's probably just laying up. I can't imagine he would run this. Yeah, just laying up. So that blue dot down there, that's Paul. That's the basket. And he's got about a million trees and bushes in between.
Ooh.
And he hit one. So that's Paul again, this time behind that little kind of white tree. And he's got this to save par. Oh. Oh, sit.
Oh, no.
Oh, sit. It's at.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a relief.
Yeah. So Rick has this for a 2-stroke lead.
Yep.
And he bangs it. Clutching up, Rick.
Yep.
Making a run on Paul right here.
Straight charging.
Love it. Get that disc golf drama, Garrett.
Yeah. Eat it up. Love it.
That was Tim from the shrubbery. Just high. There's Paul tapping in the bogue. There's Jennifer again.
Yep.
Every guy's dream having his girlfriend caddy for him, right?
Yeah. My girlfriend did that for me last weekend.
Dude,
and it was awesome.
Get some girlfriend points there. Did you cash them in, dude?
Yeah, I did. It's going to cost me some chores and
some back rubs.
Yep, exactly.
Tim's girlfriend was following around the round too.
Nice.
Yeah, super. She was also super nice. But anyway, Ricky's got that 2-stroke lead over Paul.
Got 7 down after 18. That is
unbelievable, De La. And that's gonna raise the hole 18, which is a dangerous hole. You're throwing up, big dog leg right. You're throwing uphill, then downhill, and the pin is just on this peninsula of cliffs everywhere. And look what Simon's doing during the round.
Checking the scores.
Checking the scores. And here we got the scores. See Ricky with that lead, and I think it's Steve Rico minus 17.
Yep. Making a charge
on the chase card. Really cool. And Ricky's got the box after the back-to-back birdies.
Do a putter there.
Oh, yep. Got a little tight. The windows on this are so tight.
It just looks like a wall of trees on the video.
Yeah, it really is. Wow. Ooh, Simon.
Jeez.
Oh, and he even skipped over the root, too. It's parked. Unbelievable.
Sometimes the course likes you.
Right?
Not that wasn't a perfect shot.
Yeah. It helps when the course likes you. Hey, Dilla, you can have a perfect shot be hated on.
Yep.
So Tim got down there. He's outside the circle, probably laying up range, I'm guessing. We'll see. And Paul's throwing his Pro Rock 3. And that looked pretty nice.
Didn't seem like it really flexed out too much.
Yeah, you're right. He did come up a little short. You can see it's about 40 out, maybe a little under. This is a difficult upshot.
Oh my
Sit down. It did sit right there. So it didn't go too far. Tim just doing the smart thing and just laying up because that's 100% depth from where he is. And Paul has this for birdie. He's about 38 feet. And you know he wants it, right?
2 back from Ricky.
Yeah.
Just had a rough shot.
Ooh. Bang, bang.
Dang.
Unbelievable, dude.
God. That's such a dangerous thing to run. You miss that, and
the tournament's probably over almost. You know?
I mean, realistically, yeah.
Yeah, but he makes it. Now he's somewhat back in it.
See if you put the ice on Ricky.
Yep, Ricky for par.
Oh.
Oh, sit down. Oh, no.
No way.
Dude, that one's gone.
No way.
Yeah, it went so far, he's re-putting from where he was. Just taking a stroke and throwing it again.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully he can make this for a 5.
Yep.
Oh, thankfully he does.
That's a clutch 5 putt. That is ridiculous.
I can't believe it rolled out the way I expected to roll out on the far side because that's where the super cliff is, and somehow it comes backwards and rolls out.
And misses some of the roots that are there.
Yeah. And super unlucky, but Simon had a pretty nice birdie.
Yeah. Jeez.
And there's Tim with a really nice par. Super unfortunate bogey for Rick. 3-stroke
swing
right there.
Wow.
Crazy.
Both Simon and Paul.
Yeah. So Paul has got that 1-stroke lead over Ricky and Simon now. And that's going to bring us to hole 19, 324. Pretty good backhand hyzer line, kind of a slight dogleg left. The road is off the left, and that's OB. And then off to the right is a cliff, because it's De La.
Growing gallery.
Growing gallery.
Nice.
Yeah, real cool. Simon's caddy. Kenner, I think his name was. So I think this is Simon, yep. And he kind of get hated on. Paul is up next. After that ridiculous birdie.
Walking a little taller after that one.
I'm sure he's feeling a little bit better about it. His game. Oh my goodness. Wow.
So he got through.
That is a perfect shot. He's up there for a pretty putt. Tim is up next, and he threaded the tiniest needle on a Saturday and parked it. See if we can do it again.
Oh. Not twice.
Just caught that last group of trees before he would have been parked. Ricky with his throw. You know he wants to get this one after the last hole.
Oh no.
Fortunately, he did stay up and kind of kicked forward, so he's got this for a second shot. The basket's off the left-hand side of your screen in between those two trees. And I kind of thought he would throw a backhand here.
Yeah.
Right? Because it fades towards
the basket?
Yeah, I don't know. But his forehand's solid, though,
yeah.
so you can't fault him, I guess.
He's probably looking at something a little different than we are, too.
Yeah. So Simon's second shot, he's throwing a backhand roller with a putter that didn't come back in bounds.
Must have had nothing.
Yeah. Avery threw a forehand roller from pretty much the same spot on our Saturday coverage and parked it, though.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Backhand versus forehand.
Yeah, I guess so. One was definitely safer than the other.
Yeah.
That was Simon's, that's going to be his 4th shot.
So we putting for 5.
Yeah, putting for 5. And then here is Ricky to save par.
Yep.
Nice putt.
Whoops.
That was Simon tapping in his 5.
Paul somewhere?
Yeah, there's Paul. I was like, what's going on here? Oh yeah, Paul's putting. I should probably watch that. Tapping really nice birdie, and Paul's getting some separation.
Yep.
McBeast mode activated?
Yeah.
I think so.
You don't really want to give momentum to Paul.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll run with it.
So you got a 2-stroke lead coming into hole 25, 399, and again, I think it takes 550, 600 feet of power to get there. It's just super uphill, and it's on a hyzer the whole way.
Hyzer the whole way. That's the thing that gets you.
You really can't flex it much, if at all. And it looks like Paul's throwing a Star Destroyer. Rips it down on a beautiful looking hyzer line. Oh my god.
Wow.
Inside the circle, dude. I've never seen a better drive than that.
He's stoked.
That is unbelievably crushed, people. Wow.
It's a nail in a coffin right there.
Right? He's like, I'm going to crush you.
Yep.
What little dreams you had left. See what Tim can do here. Throwing with that Timmy Skillinger style.
Yep.
Got
one up there.
Kind of reminds me of like Garrett Gurthie. Like
it's got the
Drew Gibson.
Yeah, the left arm up high.
Yeah.
Right hand
I
underneath it.
wonder if it does like generate momentum almost, you know? Like they use it to generate swing. It's just kind of crazy.
He's got the power to get up there.
Oh my god. Looks like he hung it out a little wide though. Dude, look how far
that
he
was
threw that.
That was just a pure smash.
God, Ricky absolutely crushes. I mean, all these guys crush.
Yeah.
Speaking of crushers, Simon is up next. And he's not happy with it, but that thing fights.
Wow.
And he's in the circle for a putt.
It's a good spot to be.
Wow. Tim throwing super uphill on his upshot, gets it pretty close, and Ricky has this for a 2, and I'm sure he's running it.
Got to.
Oh my! Just flashed across the chains. Simon has this for a 2, and rollouts on this hole happen a lot.
Yeah.
And they go really far, but they don't happen when you make them.
Nope. Don't even need to worry about it.
Nice putt. And Paul has this 15-footer for a birdie. Just unbelievable drive.
Wow.
Makes it. Give a little fist bump. You see it?
Yep. that was huge.
That was, yeah.
It can't be understated how huge to get that hole is.
Yeah. Give him that cushion. Rick not stoked. Understandably so.
Especially because not a lot of people usually even birdie that hole.
Oh yeah.
And then to have it happen, it's like.
It's a hope you get a par hole.
Yep.
For a lot of guys. Shasta hit a huge birdie putt on
Did
that
he?
hole. Yeah,
Nice.
I was watching from the tee pad. It had to have been like 100 feet or something.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
He bangs huge putts all the time though. Up next is hole 26. I don't think it's 399 though. I think I screwed up the graphic there.
What are you thinking?
I'm sorry. Big dog leg right. You can throw a right at it, or you can throw a big anti-flex shot. Right at it's kind of dangerous, a little more wallet tree-ish.
It just looks like a wall tree anyway.
Yeah, but Paul's going to run it over there, and that looked like it had a little too much turn on it. He got pretty close to the pin. He's kind of pin high, kind of down the hill off to the right a little bit, but not terrible. Ooh.
Simon taking the wider one. That looked like it was moving.
Yeah, that one didn't flex back like he was hoping. He also is kind of down by the pin, but a little downhill. Nice shot from Tim here.
Yeah.
Getting it pretty close to the basket. See it over there?
Even a great shot doesn't even get you that close.
I know, right? Ricky's up next, and you know he's going to try and get that bird. You know he wants it.
He's trying to ace everything.
Right? Throwing that outside line. Oh, that was
off a tree.
Wow. Those are some nice tree kicks.
Yep.
He's got a birdie
Got
putt.
a look.
Yep. So down there, I think that's Simon we're looking at. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, black shirt. Yeah, that's Simon. So he's got a difficult out, and he gets it pretty close.
Yep.
He's going to have a chance to save par. And this is Tim's second shot. Oh, no. Well, at least it's set.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of a long par putt. And this is Paul's second shot.
Laying up.
Yep.
He's got the cushion to do it.
Exactly. And this is Ricky for birdie to get a stroke on Paul.
This is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Ricky.
Nice putt, dude. Trying to put the pressure back on. Simon to save par.
No issue. It's right in his range.
Definitely. Timmy for his par save. No.
Timmy.
Yeah. Gets that bogey. Fun fact, I ran into Tim playing Milo McIver.
That's the person you want to run into playing that course.
Yeah. Dude, have you played that course yet, Garrett?
I haven't.
Oh, that's got to be on your bucket list.
I think I'm going to play Beaver State next year.
Are you? Oh,
Yep.
that'd be so. That's pretty much my favorite course, I'm going to say. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Rick getting that bird is bringing Paul's lead down to 2 with 2 left to go, Garrett.
Oh,
There's a chance.
the nail biter.
Yeah. Getting there. And we're on a hole 26-8, 354. Just dead straight. Canyon left, canyon right. Dense bushes and trees left and right again. And Rick has the box after that sick birdie. Throwing the hyzer flip with the putter flip.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Kind of went down the hill a little bit. Not super duper far, but it's still going to be a tough out. Paul's shot. Caught that last little branch that kicks out in the fairway. It kind of knocks down that hyzer flip line.
Yeah, it gets pretty narrowed. It looks like halfway down the...
It does. It almost kind of favors the forehand shot with where the fairway is and the open area to finish on to the right of the basket. So Simon went up to the left 2. And
Come on, Timmy.
Tim was up next. He put it past the pin like 30 feet on a Saturday.
That's looking good.
Wow.
Fade.
Yeah. That's working.
Yep.
That's just pretty much pin high. Great drive from Tim. That was Mary in the orange there. She played open for the first time in an NT.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Gotta love the effort.
Yeah.
So that's where the basket was, and that's Simon's out, and it's kind of far off to the left a little bit. Not exactly what I was hoping for. That's Rick.
That's a tough spot to be in.
Oh my goodness, it's such a tough out from there. There's so much in the way. And Rick powers it through and
Gets out enough?
there it is. Falls down eventually. And Paul has this to just seriously bury everybody. Oh, just misses. And Rick has this to stay within 2 of Paul. Oh, tickle, tickle, no love. Yeah. Simon to try and save par. Chains out as well. Timmy's got a birdie lick though.
Ooh. There you go.
Nice. I see somebody get a birdie on this one.
Yep.
A little shot of the gallery. Most of the gallery was the other way though.
Yeah, probably waiting at the bottom of the next hole.
And at the top of 27. Oh my god, it was crowded up there, dude. I was throwing elbows to try to get my camera angle, man.
Everybody tapping in?
Yeah. Sorry if I got in your way when you were watching people, but I figured like a lot of people watch the video, so it's alright.
It's for the masses.
Yeah,
it's for the greater good.
It compensates, right? Yeah. And Rick and Simon with the unfortunate bugs there, bringing Paul's lead to 3 on 27. It's
pretty much it.
Yeah, he's probably gonna play it safe and do some work. We will see. 27, 550, top of the world, throwing super downhill. Got this amazing view up here. It's a nice reward for hiking this course all day.
Yep.
Then you have to walk down this hill, and that's pretty exhausting in itself.
After a long.
We had a super good visibility that day. You could see all the way over to Monterey. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
So Tim has the box after a really nice birdie. Where's Mike spotting? And he is hyzer flipping a rock just right at it. You like how that guy just jumps away?
Wow.
Go.
Get up.
He threw almost the same shot on Saturday. It's just crazy cool. I really like it.
Takes a lot of control to throw a flippy mid-range down a mountain like that.
Right? So Paul takes it's pretty much the safer route, the forehand hyzer, and I just failed so hard filming, but I eventually found it. He came up a little short right, which is actually kind of where he was on Friday. And Rick also throws the forehand because Ricky's got a killer forehand.
Yeah.
My camera's freaking out there.
Going from dark to light.
Yeah, something. Oh, hits the tree and drops down pretty close.
Really, look from there?
Yeah, really nice drive. Simon also has a killer forehand and he's using it.
A little short.
Yep, a little short right. Tinkles around. Looks like Paul's going to squeak under the basket, under the tree this time. That's a really nice, smart layup. And Simon has a birdie lick there. There's a tree in the way. See if he can
float it in there.
Yeah, maneuver around it. Oh, super close. See if Tim can finish on a bird. Looks like he's just outside the circle. Oh, just off the cage. And see if Rick can finish strong here and take second by himself.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, buddy. Clutch putt right there.
Yep. Takes a lot of mental strength after a couple rough holes like that.
Yeah.
Composure and then bang a long putt like that.
Simon tapping in his par. Tim tapping in his par to let Paul finish last. And
three-time champ.
There he is. Paul Macbeth.
Does it again.
Unreal.
Hell of an ending.
The guy. Good. This putt after that putt on 18, I was just like, oh, I guess
that's it.
2014 Masters Cup champ. How many years in a row is this, Paul?
This is 3 years now.
Yeah, making a tradition out of it.
a tradition of coming here. Winning.
Hopefully Woody keeps going, man. Congrats, man. That's a really impressive performance. Yeah, so talk about that putt on 18 after you bogeyed 17.
That putt on 18.
Did you think about laying up, or were you running it 100% the whole time?
I knew if I made that putt, I would at least have a chance to still come back. And it was probably in between 35-40 with just nothing behind
That's
it.
That's a 100% death putt.
Yeah. And I knew if I wanted to win, if I wanted a chance to win, actually, I had to make that putt.
Yeah.
So laying up
Never crossed your mind? Love it, man. That's the way a champion thinks, man. How about that drive on 25? Have you ever gotten closer?
I have not gotten closer than that, but I did put it in the circle the first day.
You did, yep.
Unfortunately missed it and rolled down the hill, took my 4. So this one, I knew just get in that basket.
I don't think I've seen a closer shot on 25, man. That was unreal.
Definitely my best drive of the day.
Cool. All right, man. Well, how's the tournament overall?
The tournament's always fun. You get to come here and play De La Viega. It's a prestigious course. It's got tradition behind it, history, and it's just always awesome to come out here. And then the tournament, it runs so smooth every year. So
yeah, it does.
It's definitely a must go to.
Cool. Well, thanks for your time, Paul. You want to thank your sponsors?
Yeah, Innova Champion Disc, Crush Close, Grip Bags, Ideal Disc, and just check them out. And if you ever see my car on the road, take pictures, post online. We enjoy seeing that.
Nice, man. Where are you headed to next?
Japan.
Japan, awesome, man. That is a good blast, dude.
I'm excited, and hopefully everyone's watching at home. I know it won't be Central Coast.
We might have some coverage, actually. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Thanks for your time, Paul. Catch you around.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching our MPO Masters Cup coverage. We also have some FPO coverage coming, some chase card coming for the final day.
Nice.
Yeah, we got some Masters coverage from Friday and Saturday.
All kinds of stuff.
Just like so many videos coming your way.
Yeah.
We had Richie edited the Texas State Championships footage, so I got that to do commentary on. I had the final 9 of the Wintertime Open to finish up.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. And Jeremy also offered to edit it for us too, so
awesome.
We have like tons of CCDG.
All kinds of friends helping out.
Yeah, dude. Love it. Love the CCDG family. It's great. But thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you around.